never risk more than 3% per operation. Okay, so I'm just going to share my screen with this one so you guys can see it, but it's going to take my second take profit. My second take profit, and then I just leave it here. Gonna leave that baby there. And anyway, so once it gets to 1 to 1, already protect the break. Already done this. Once it gets to 1 to 2, the break even where it was, and then just wait. Then the last take profit minimum has to be 300 pips. Do not over leverage. Do not over. Never risk more than 1 to 3% per operation. I will not trade any other time of day. You only enter on liquidity sweep with breakup structure, order block entry, or a fair value backup or equilibrium entry. You won't win every trade. We're humans, we make mistakes. Be emotionless after a win. Understand you're trading off probability, not hope. Do not wish or hope you take profit to get hit. This one's the most important thing. Just remember it. So I took my second take profit. I'm just gonna wait for the third take profit. It's 9:30. So market open. It's going up according to our prediction. So remember, guys, and we're gonna watch how it handles it here on the first one. I'm gonna continue. Never stray from your trading plan. Now understand that no matter win or lose today, in the long run, you will be profitable using risk management and your strategy due to probability. These rules are here to help you stay disciplined and probable. Without them, you will fail. You made this for a reason, to make sure that you don't mess up like you have in the past. Okay, guys, with that, it's like, for me, it's very important to make sure that I read this, because at my stage in studying, I believe that I know most of how the market moves. I understand it, but sometimes if I'm not consistent, is I will not be profitable. So the most important thing right now is to watch what I'm doing. So with that said, guys, is what am I looking for here? It's we're on the entry, so we hit it. We did probably already about 100. Remember what we're doing. Remember to take your stop loss. Remember to do those break evens, and remember the timing. So 932 looks strong up. Like, what am I checking for? I switched this to the 30 minutes. I'm looking at this candle. So how is it going to finish at the end of the 30 minutes? That's number one, at the end of 35, sorry. And then from there is at 45, then we see if it's still going to go up. Now we have the first SMT on top. On the SB, it hasn't hit yet. So that was the first point of where we think it's going to go up and down a little bit. So if you guys are up and you went in from, like, let's say from this position, you already have 100 ticks. And remember that by 9:35, it's usually the highest point up. So it's going to go until 9:35. So then if you want to close, it's close your first partial at 9:35, okay? Now let's continue. So everything is going according to plan so far. So far, so good. Let's continue. 33, looking strong. And remember, like, sometimes, guys, is I've gotten fucked when I was waiting until 34 and 50 seconds, guys. Like, in 10 seconds, it can make the change. For me, it's really important to keep those and maintain those times. So 9:35 for me is a key decision point. I don't make it 1 second before, because, like I've said in the past, it's happened where I make that decision, it doesn't work out for me, and I get in trouble, basically. So let's see. 9:31. So Rod is remember, you're auditing, brother. So I want you loud and clear whenever you're asking us for to get on and whatever. It's 9:30, our entry point. So we are locked and loaded. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get it. So let's see, 33 still up. See, but we did predict this, right? We said this shit is gonna go up and down there. We don't care, so we're just gonna leave it there. I just moved my stop loss a little bit higher, just in case there's like super jumps, like for whatever reason, because I'm just gonna leave it there. But I just don't want to be taking on negative, and sometimes it does that. So right now, looking good. 33, 34, 35. So by 35, then this is looking up. So continue. Like, for now, it's like we're just gonna continue it on. Me personally, I love Bollinger Bands for this, like, to understand, like, when should I get the fuck out. So for this is like, I still can wait until this thing is above the blue line. But once it goes back in, like in this case, like for example, it goes right here. So it goes back on the range. So it gets out, like right now it's getting out. But once it gets back on, is I'm going to be out, because I'm a day trader. I'm not looking to trade for the whole day. That's enough for me to catch the high swing. Okay, now let's continue. We're at 34. So far, so good. Strong up. It doesn't look like it's going to go down, so I'm just going to stay. And remember, next point of entry, it's 45. For those of you that are risking it a little bit more, is like this is a good spot. For example, once it does that little reversal, if you still think that it's going to go up, it does that little reversal until 45, let's say, and boom, you actually go back in. Like that would be the safer spot. But for me, right now on my funded accounts and the real accounts is I'm gonna look for that move down. So I'm not gonna go in right now. Like it hasn't gone high enough for me to actually want to go down on that move. And the nicer move for today, it's gonna be the one down. I can bet you that. So let's see if right now it's trying to do the reversal. So it's 35 exactly. See how I said if you want to get your money at the highest point, probably 35. So it's fucking 35, of course, you know, gonna be up there. And then we are going to have that little retracement. It might be able to push fully down, and then we have to get down, or it might continue up. Now, I passed already my point, so 935, I already decided to stay, so I can't make any other decision right now. I have to stick to my word and just keep it there. So I'm going to see what happens until 945. So from there is, I'm just going to save this, and I'll just put it on the lower time frame for you guys to see a little bit more on a first point of view what's happening. And at the end of the day, like for me, this used to make me nervous, so I don't like trading like at the 1 minute. Like once I make my decision to enter, I do enter on the 1 minute, but once I've made that decision, I just look at this thing. Because for me, it's a lot easier to decide on these bigger candles. And for me, like the 30-minute is the decisive one for the type of moves that I make. So that's what I do. So far, it's going good. Again, guys, what are we looking for? This one's breached. This one has to breach. If it doesn't breach, then just assume that's gonna turn. Let's continue. 37. We got to see how it ends by 45.
Beautiful.
Feel free to go in, man. Mm-hmm.
Yes, so if anyone has any questions, they can even ask them in Bulgarian, I'll answer them. No problem. Ако имате въпроси, нали, казвайте нещо. But the beautiful thing is, and as time progresses onward and we start working together on trading these sessions, is that you have an already developed system that is very centered around the market open in those first few minutes. So we're definitely going to be letting you take the lead in those 9:20 to 9:40, 9:50 time windows. And then I think it will be best if I start chipping in a little bit later as the session progresses. But the main thing I have to mention right now is that the Dow Jones actually opened out of sync. It went down upon market open. And currently, yes, the market is cleanly expanding to the upside. And there's that first SMT with the London high. So we need to be careful around that. We are back to the new week opening gap, which is on top of the true day open. And the other two markets are way, way lower. So we have to keep looking as everything progresses.
Absolutely. 4-hour candles is pretty bullish, but it can change like in the last 15 minutes. So for now, it's like as Bolver was saying, is we're just watching how this is gonna behave. Something that I need to keep an eye on. So you guys see how this is getting red. This is getting red. That means it's gonna go down, right? So I'm actually with that type of